What is going on, everybody? Hello, happy Sunday, August 25th, 11 p.m. in Chicago, Illinois. I usually say Phoenix, but today I'm in Chicago, just like I was yesterday. Minty, fresh. What is going on? Hopefully, you're all fresh and minty. Pretty princess. Hello. My day in Chicago was very humid. It was hot. I was sweating my butt off. So, Miss Glam, hello. Lil Peppa, what's happening? Hen Efer, what's happening? What's going on? The Walkers, hello. Keith March, what is going on, Keith? Hello. Keith Martz felt bad for Angela. Yeah, so did I, right? I mean, uh, she was okay. She applied a lot of Nair, and I have heard of Nair. I don't know exactly how it works, what it does, but you know, she she knows what Nair is and what it does. So, I gave her water before the interview. I gave her water after the interview. She was all fine. We ate afterwards, so she's fine. So don't be too alarmed, but hopefully next time she doesn't ever touch Nair again, right? Or applies it correctly, hopefully. But we'll see. Alex Antuna, hello. Paula Montes, hi. Miguel Mendoza, good afternoon. Mama Bear, hello. Kimmy C. Luis Alvarez, Trudy Parker, hello. Miguel Mendoza, or night. Yep, it's a night here. Lauren Salazar, hello. Elizabeth Gonzalez, good evening. Susie Hernandez, hello. Your daily dose of memes, hi. Stacy Lovin, what's going on? Anna Janice, hello. Terry A. Angela, smelling lovely. Regina Gwen, hello. Margaret Pulodu, hi. Roxy, no more sprays. Mima, hello. Dana, California, what's going on? Had a good day, busy day. It's hot, humid out here in Chicago. The Pokey Queen, what's going on? Danielle Williams, hello. Maureen O'Leary, what's happening? Angela's gonna do what Angela wants. Yeah, I mean, she's 49 years old. She's an adult. People want to say take away the sprays and do this. Like, I'm very hesitant to. You guys forget that she's mentally ill. Like, she's not 5 years old. Like, she's not my daughter, so I can't spank her. I can't, take items that are hers. I could only recommend, suggest, advise. So obviously, she has no control, right? The OCD or the mental illness. She has no control when it comes to sprays. She's spray continuous, so I'm not going to give her any sprays anymore, right? Um, so that's how you prevent that. So no more Nair for her. Elizabeth Thomas, all the way in Washington State, what's going on? Your daily dose of memes is Bay City, Michigan. Cool. I bet the Nair was burning. Uh, I've never smelled Nair. I've never seen Nair. I've heard of Nair. I don't know exactly how it works. If you guys say it's burning, then I'm sure it was burning her at that moment. 30 minutes later, she was fine. We were eating together, and she was talking about some other things. So somebody was mentioning burns, third-degree burns. You're gonna have to take her to the hospital. None of that happened, but I appreciate you guys' concern. Just me, what is going on? Jesus is King. Hello, Tara Manzo. Greetings and salutations. Roger Redondo. Hello, Destiny. What's going on? Christine Cook. Happy body spray day. Gina, what's going on? Dana Derby. Had a good day. Very humid day. I hate humidity. Your daily dose of memes. Awesome. Thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate you. Classic. So, classic country lover. Thank you. George Jones, George Strait would be my top two. I like Patsy Cline, Tammy Wynette. MC, what is happening? Teresa 319, thank you for being here. Appreciate you and becoming a super fan very recently. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but thank you. Ms. Glam, hello. Becca Boop, Rock Girl, can't imagine the burn. That stuff is not good for the skin. I wonder why they sell it if it's not good for the skin. Sunflower Girl, no more perfume for Angela. Lisa C, hello. Samantha Taylor is in Yakima, Washington. Yakety yak. Tawny Garcia, good evening. Man, poor Angela. It's horrific that they just dismissed her at the hospital. Do you think she or they would let you go in there with her? Thank you for being there. My heart is broken. So they let me go in the back with the doctor, but when I walked in the hospital, I pointed out to the nurse that she had the eye issue, the ball issue, and the leg issue. I pointed out, he wrote it down. If the doctor chooses not to look at it, review it, that's on the doctor, not on me. I can only do so much. Christine Durbin, hello. Tara Foster, 21 years of being in recovery. Great job, Tara. Make it another 21. Stacy Lovin, I had a busy day. Curious Irish Angel is in the windy city. Today I'm in the humid city. Not very windy today. Susan Cordova, is this live still? Yes. Great Divide. I'm doing really good. Thank you. Mary Moreno, hello. Hakusi Shiba is in Washington. Cool. Teresa Jasso, hello. Lullabelle Ruthling is in Oro Valley, California, right? Jennifer, did Angela get the Nair washed off? Yes. Appreciate the capital letters there. Icy Nose, good evening from the volunteer state. LEE unsubscribed and then resubscribed and received the live notification. So yeah, YouTube is very dysfunctional with that. It's very quirky and glitchy. People say, "Oh, I didn't get a notification about your video or your lives," and it's usually because you have to unsubscribe and then subscribe again, and usually that kind of fixes it. So it's crazy. Lily, all the way in Australia, hello. Amy Patalano, what's going on? Gina says there's some awesome people out there that donate. Yeah, that's what I focus on, right? The people that donate, they're generous. They take their time sending things because they want to put a smile on her face. They're not trying to transform her life because she's going to need a million things besides donated items to transform her life, right? So, but people donating from the generosity of their heart, I focus more on that than the Angela's inability to control her need to spray or her misapplication of Nair and whatnot. So I'm gonna focus on the positives, accentuate the positives. Don't really focus on the negatives. Mary Moreno, hello from Mexico. How's Angela doing? And I want to thank you for doing such a great job. Thank you very much, Mary Moreno. Appreciate you. Mona Jones is in Richmond, Virginia. Hello. Susan Cordova, hello. Angela Lane, just brushed my tooth and was about to go to sleep. That's awesome. Thank you for being here, Angela Lane. Thank you for brushing the tooth. Classic country lover, thank you. Michael Palacios, what's going on? Hello. Good evening, M. Sharon R. Miami, Florida. Cool. Tab, what's happening, Tab? Hello. Christine Durbin, your teeth look gorgeous. I need to brush them still. Thank you. 4 years of braces, plus the 2 years that I had them when I was a kid, right? So I've had braces a total of 6 years of my life. That's crazy. Tawny Garcia, thank you. I appreciate you. Amy Patalano, you can't make her do or not do anything. You did what you could. Yeah. I'm always going to try to handle the situation as best as I can, So, each time that I interact with her, I learn new things, right? So now today I learned, don't give her any spray. I've told her 100 times, don't spray your face, don't spray your face. She keeps doing it. So it's that OCD or mental health. So just don't give her any sprays at all. It's not because she wants to cool off. It has nothing to do with that. Uh, it's the OCD, I think, or the mental illness, right? That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. So, but yeah. MZ, thank you. Is she ever gonna get her eye looked at? Yeah, only she can answer that. I'm not her manager. I'm not her boss. I'm not her husband. I'm not her family member. Do I want her to check her eyeball? Absolutely, of course, right? Common sense. Will she? It's gonna. She has to determine that. Crystal Rosales, realtor, San Antonio, Texas. So razors for Angela. Your daily dose of memes. Why don't you get her a motel room? Uh, I've said this 100 times. I've asked her, and she doesn't want a room. She doesn't want to shower in a room. She doesn't want a room for a day, for a month, for a week. She doesn't want a house. She doesn't want an apartment. She doesn't want to go to shelter. She doesn't want to shower at a truck stop. She doesn't want to shower at a gym. All these things I've thought about, right? Because I have common sense, right? I have a thing called common sense, and I'm not the brightest person in the room, but I'm a little bit knowledgeable, right? And I use common sense. So when people ask me like, why don't you get her a room? There's a reason, right? There's a reason why. The reason is she doesn't want a room. You guys want her to have a room. You guys want her to be in a home. You guys want her to be in an institution. You guys want her to be in a doctor's house, in a hospital, but she doesn't want to, so I can't force her. You can't force her either. People will say silly comments such as, "She doesn't need lipstick. She needs, medical care." I'm like, yeah, no shit. I know. Obviously, she needs medical care, and obviously, you didn't watch when I took her to the emergency room that she didn't get medical care, right? So I've literally driven her to the hospital. I've already done that, right? I've seen what the medical care, lack of care can do, which is not much, right? So it took her friend Frank, antibiotic Frank, to give her antibiotics to cure her leg, and me pouring peroxide on her leg, right, to help her with that. So Paula Montes is the same questions all the time. It's crazy to me, right? But again, I give grace and try to understand. People are new. It just depends on the how they ask the question, right? They get sometimes people get all mad, right? Why are you not taking her to all big caps, all caps, exclamation mark, right? Demanding that I take her to the hospital, not realizing that 2 weeks ago I took her to the hospital. So God bless you guys, man. You guys mean well. It's just the way you present it, shitty. So God bless you too. I pray for Angela because she's mentally ill, she's homeless, and she's battling addiction for the past 30, over 20 years, right? Living on a sidewalk, right? Uh, for some of the folks that make comments, like, what's your excuse, right? Because I pray for you as well. So God bless you guys. Sharon Scott, no scissors with three exclamation marks. What scissors was she given, Sharon? 98 degrees in Cincinnati. Holy crap. Vanessa, hello. I wish she did accept, help. So the help that we all want to give her, she doesn't want. So am I supposed to just say, okay, you don't want my help? You know, okay, I'm gonna dismiss her. Nah, that'd be messed up, right? So I think I have to meet her where she's at. Meet her where she's at. She's homeless, she's battling addiction, and she's severely mentally ill. Now she's not a little bit mentally ill, she's severely mentally ill, right? So I have to like go down to her level. I can't have like logical conversations with her, right? When I ask her about her family, her past, she only gives me like they're like really brief conversations, and she only gives me this much information because it's really hard to have a conversation with her, like a logical back and forth conversation, because she flips out and she goes off into some other world. I have to bring her back. Come back, Angela. Come back. So the progress that I've made with her is, I'm happy kind of where I'm at. I'm happy that I've made progress with her, even though some people get all bent out of shape and upset that she's still on the streets or whatever. But again, God bless you guys. You mean well. Edeltrod Birmingham, Angela, that's beautiful. When she opened the flowered backpack was such a sweet, small moment. When she said that, that was like the real Angela. That I can tell when it's the real Angela, like the Angela, and not the voices Angela, not the mean Angela. Beach, right? That's the mean Angela, right? The upset Angela, the quiet Angela, the high Angela. That was like, she sincerely. But then it's just a little moment, just a little moment. And then she starts spraying herself. She puts Nair everywhere because she kind of flips out and becomes, the severely mentally ill Angela. Maureen O'Leary, thank you. I appreciate you. Paola Montes, people want you to get them housing, food, psychological help, and medical care, and you're already doing more than you should. So, you know, I, there are organizations that get paid, right? It's like their profession. They went to college, right, for a degree in social services or whatever, right? Psychologies, whatever, to be able to deal with folks like Angela, right? Where are they at? Why are they not assisting her as best as they can? Because I've never seen anybody from a county or city or state or federal helping her, right? And so the little help that we give her, me and you guys, they get punished and castigated or mocked or whatever, right? So again, that's where that I have to express empathy and grace to the haters, right? So God bless those folks. Hello, Becky Marie, what is going on? Do you think she could possibly have? Do you think she could possibly have DID? Dissociate, is that dissociative something disorder? I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she has all kind of bipolar, schizophrenia. She definitely has schizophrenia. She definitely has OCD. She probably has other issues, right? That are undiagnosed or whatever. AA, appreciate you, Art, but stop putting Angie's eye as thumbnails. So as I've mentioned a couple times in the past, the reason why I put her eye on the thumbnail is because I want a doctor, an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor to look at that and diagnose it, and maybe they'll reach out and volunteer to help her. That's the reason why I put her. So it doesn't matter what you say, AA, what you think or what you want or whatever. I'm gonna do what I think is right in order to try to help her. If it bothers you so much, go watch Sesame Street. And that goes for AA and anybody else that is bothered. But what I do, what I say, you guys can go right now. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give AA some goddamn balloon. Here you go. That's for you. Let me know who else wants balloons. Everything I do is there's a purpose behind it. There's a reason, and it's logical. I'm not making fun of her. Not talking crap or anything like that. The eye is a serious issue. Where's the doctors at? I'm not an eye doctor. You guys aren't eye doctors. None of you guys are eye doctors, right? So instead of looking at things, you need to give me grace and understanding. Try really hard instead of like making accusations, right? I would appreciate it if you didn't put her eye in the thumbnail. F you. You don't know why I'm doing it, right? Instead of asking me, hey, Art, can you tell me why you put, there has to be a logical reason why you do that. Instead of making a declarative statement like, you need to do this because I'm bothered. Like, who are you? It's crazy. Yesterday in the chat there was a Dr. AJ, right? You guys saw it. Dr. AJ has reached out to me because he wants to help her with the ball. He says he's been really busy, but when his schedule clears up, he has my number, my personal number, my cell phone, right? He doesn't have your guys' personal cell phone. He has my personal cell phone, right? Because he says he wants to help her, right? And so I've asked Angela, and she said, okay, yeah, somebody could come out here to help me with this ball. um, that's called progress. That's called actually doing something, right? Instead of going on a chat and complaining, talking shit without knowing the facts. Behind the scenes, things are moving, things are getting done. You don't know that because you're making declarative statements, things, your opinion, your thoughts, and you know, so yeah. So I can't wait for AJ to. He said just yesterday, right? It was yesterday for sure. He came on here on the chat. Hey, this is AJ, Dr. Arthur. I haven't contacted you because I've been really busy, my schedule, and so as soon as my schedule clears up, I'm going to reach out to you to schedule to go out to see Angela. That's what this platform has done, whereas the city, the state, the doctors, the county, the federal have all failed, making progress little by little, making progress. People don't see that, right? People don't see that, but whatever. So I hope very soon that he's able to go out there because I'm gonna record that, and it's gonna be like a big, what is that? What is that gonna? The people, the kind of haters, right? Because everybody has haters, right? Everybody. Jesus Christ had haters, but you know, maybe that'll kind of enlighten them and make them, feel a little bit better that she's actually getting the help that we all want her to get, right? So, hopefully we can help her with the ball. Hopefully, an eye doctor can help her with the eye, right? I personally think that her eye is ruptured and she's blind. Basically, she'll never see from her eye. But maybe they can, because she has like a growth that's protruding from her eye. Maybe they can like cut that, fix it, whatever, and make her eye look semi-normal. Put a glass eye in there, something, right? So that's helpful. That's help, because she's not going to a mental institution anytime soon. I can tell you. I can guarantee you that. Selena Justine, what is happening? Hello. J Pebbles 48. She acts so primal, like an animal instead of a human. Yeah, she's been out there. Think about it. Over 20 years, right? In the same area, same sidewalk, severely mentally ill, uh, schizophrenia, battling addiction. Back in the, she told me that back in the early 90s, in the 90s, she started smoking crack at a young age. Obviously, there was trauma at home. Somebody who traumatized her. She started selling herself in the streets in 2000, I can't remember, 2002, I can't remember exactly the years. It's hard to keep track of all of her dates, but she started selling herself, and she retired from, supposedly retired, in 2000. I can't remember exactly when she said, but she did it for a while, 9 years of selling herself. And so what trauma did she see? What evil things were done to her at that time, right? That just made her spin out of control and just, so it's really sad, and we can only do so much, right? So Fly Girl, thank you. Beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. I won't comment anymore. Don't want people coming for me asking genuine questions. I'll just sit back and watch. Awesome. If that's what you need to do, you feel more comfortable doing that. Great. Do it. Do we? Dana Ferguson. There have been eradications of mental institutions since Reaganomics. It will be helpful to ask for those once again. Jay Pebbles, she used to be on medication for her schizophrenia, but she stopped taking it. So you can't force her to take medication, right? I asked her, I asked her, what medication were you on? And she gave me like three different names. Uh, if I got you those medications, would you take them? She said no. Tilly May, we appreciate you in West Virginia. Thank you. I appreciate you. Do you think she would like a hug from you? KT, schizophrenic people do not like being touched. Angela is very antisocial. She doesn't like men. And you know who she hates even more? Fat people. She hates fat people. Thankfully, I'm medium people. But yeah, I wouldn't hug her. Not because I don't want to hug her, right? But because she doesn't know how to show or receive affection or love. She doesn't know that. She's primal. She's like she was raised by animals out in the wilderness. That's what it seems like. I know she's not an animal. I know she wasn't raised by animals, but that's how she acts. Like she doesn't know what affection is. She doesn't know how to give it, and she doesn't even know how to say thank you. Right? I don't force her because that'd be like, oh, I want you to be how I want you to be. You be however you are with your mental illness, your addiction, your homelessness, and your trauma. Right? So I've thought about all of this that you guys, all the questions that are asking me. I've talked about it. I've thought about it. I've it's funny. KT says she doesn't act like she appreciates the gifts. Yeah, people don't have to donate to her, right? KT, I'm not sure how many items you've ever sent. KT, let us know. But yeah, you guys don't have to donate to her. It's just on your. If you ever give a gift and you expect people to appreciate you because of the gift, I think you're sending the gift for the wrong reasons, right? Right? You give from your heart. You give because that's what you want to do, not because, oh, I want to be acknowledged for giving. So that's when she don't tell me thanks. I at first I recognize nobody has to tell me thank you. I'm giving it from my heart, right? The food and the clothing I've helped her with and what I've done for her, the 8 hours waiting at the hospital. She didn't tell me thank you. I don't need to be thanked. I know that that's the right thing to do, and I don't do it for acknowledgement. I don't do it so that you guys can tell me how amazing or saintly or whatever. I don't need none of that. I really don't. I'm a very confident dude that knows exactly who I am. But but yeah, when people say that, like she seems very ungrateful, and this and that. Yeah, she's mentally ill. She's severely mentally ill. She's gone mentally. It's really hard to and I think it's hard for people to understand, but again, got prayers for those folks that just don't get it. I think they'll ever get it, but it's okay. I think this channel does a great job of highlighting because there's lots of Angelas out there, just tons of Angelas, right? The earlier video from today, no name. That lady's 35, in between 35 or 45, but she says she's 13 years old. Can you imagine the trauma, the schizophrenia, and all the other issues that she has? She has one tooth. You know what happened? What happened to her? What's her story? Right? There's tons of Angelas, tons, thousands. It's not a Phoenix problem. It's not an Angela problem. It's a national problem. And so, this channel highlights how people are living on the streets. This channel isn't to save Angela, right? I'm not supposed to save Angela. I'm supposed to the mission statement of Lost in Phoenix is prevention through awareness. Hey kids, don't do drugs, kids, because you could end up like this, right? Do the drugs make her mental illness worse? Most likely. Don't take drugs at all. So along the line, if I can help her, can save her, right? Great. That's like icing on top of the cake, But um, I think most people understand. I think there's gonna have always gonna have a few naysayers, right? Little haters, but God bless you guys. Christina C, what is going on? Tina O, what is going on? Hello. Lisa Demoulin. Hey, I saw the video about Midnight Productions that you were involved to. It was really interesting. Thank you very much. It was fun making that, and I have the video of it was a 30-minute video of I recorded of being recorded, and I need to post it eventually, so you guys can kind of know what was talked about. Why does your room look like a hotel room, Selena? That's a great question. Probably because this is a hotel room. I'm in Chicago. Uh, I was here yesterday. I'm here tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow. So Gentastic watched the video yesterday. That's awesome, Gentastic. Look at you being all involved, Gentastic. What's happening over there in California? Sterling Glenn. I wonder if No Name knows Angela. They're in the same neighborhood. What I've noticed about Angela is I've asked her, "Do you have any friends out here?" She says no. You know, she'll say, "I don't like that beach." They steal from me. They're mean to me. F them, f this person, f that person, and some of it, half of it might be true, another half might be her mental illness, right? So um, she doesn't have any friends, but she does have like acquaintances, like kind of street friends. Hey, can I borrow a lighter? Hey, can I borrow your lighter? Hey, do you have anything you're selling, right? Substances, right? So because she's using substances. Pebbles, thank you, Pebbles. Pebbles. Cindy Lee, thank you. Amy Patalano, thank you, appreciate you. Have you met Frank? I have not. Disability life. That's sad that she doesn't have anybody to help her or be with her. That's where we step in and try to be with her as much as I can and try to help her as much as I can, right? So yeah, there's like consistency, right? Because I show up as often as I can. How does she afford substances? So the substances in Phoenix aren't expensive. The substance drugs in Phoenix are not expensive, and that's number one. Uh, she panhandles. People just give her money out of the generosity of her heart, little heart, and so people, and she does use money to buy food. I know she does because I've seen her. Right? I've seen her buy food. I've seen her buy chicken. I'm sorry, not chicken, but go to the chicken place, Church's Chicken, and buy mac and cheese, buy soda. I've seen her buy cigarettes. So it's money that's donated to her. Like she panhandles, right? People just feel sorry for her and they'll give her money, because they know that she has to eat. So sad. Beach. Arlena, D, what is going on? Hello, Karen Hilton. I really wish you would contact Dr. Sanjali. Does Angela want? Is that Dr. Pimple Popper? Is she gonna come to Phoenix and pop her little pimple? You and I both know she's not going to. Marion Novi, what's going on? Have not seen Jessica. Have not seen anybody, gang. Please don't ask me on updates on people. If I had an update, you guys would be the first to know. If I don't mention Carla or Migs or Jessica, this Jessica, that Jessica, that means I don't have anything for you. On my community tab, uh, I do have. So always look at the community tab, okay? The community tab on my channel, community tab. Click on there. Jesus has been sober for 34 days, and Face sent me a message today that the CEO, forgot his name, bought him clothes. I put the little message that he put on there, so I usually put updates on the community tab. So go check it out, gang. Go watch it. Go do it. Do it. American Frankenstein. Have a good night, American Frankenstein. When I was outside of the hospital for 8 hours, right? What part of that is exploitative? Anita Rivera, hello. Jennifer Lab Mama. While you're in Chicago, you should go to Lower Whacker Drive. That's a funny street name, Whacker. Cindy W, what's going on? Lulu, hello. Natalie Y, what's happening? Selena Justine, did you have a good weekend? I did. Lulu, I am. Yep. Berta Simpson Lily, Queen Creek, Arizona. Cool. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Chanel, hello. How are you? D. Michelle, hello. D. Eldridge, give art a break here. Smart. I think a lot of people project, right? A lot of people project, and I have to remember that they're knuckleheads. They want me to do things that they themselves wouldn't do. All right. So, God bless them. Cindy W, can I send a tent for Angela? I don't like seeing her without one. I would not send a tent for her because a she wouldn't use it, and she wouldn't use it, and it would disappear right away. I've offered a tent to her. Hey, do you want me to bring you a tent? She said no. Summer tents in the summer of Arizona, they're not really popular anyways. A tent in the winter is more popular because it retains heat, right? The nights in Phoenix in the summer, it's hot as hell. Margie Castillo, what is going on? Hello. When will everyone need warmer clothes? November in Phoenix. 95 degrees in Phoenix, 9:30 p.m. Yep, I believe it. The weather in Chicago right now, I don't know. It's very humid. It's humid. I know that. I'm a shower right now. Thank you, Cindy W. Thank you, Just Me, for posting the address to my UPS box. Chris Smith, what's going on? Wendy Sprayberry, that was Amy, Angela's sister that passed, correct. Terry First Mate, thank you, appreciate you. Carrie Tate, cold, rainy day here in Arizona, in New Zealand. Awesome. I think that's a good thing, right? Helen Childs, what do you think if Angela would take a boost drink, a nutritional drink? Have you ever asked her if she would prefer it? She wouldn't do it. She won't do it. She doesn't like milk. She doesn't like chocolate milk. She doesn't like vitamins. She doesn't like minerals. She doesn't like Boost and those drinks. She's just not. She's a little bit different than. She's a lot different than us. She doesn't care about her health. I don't think she's able to understand or comprehend it. And I can't force her. I can buy her a nutritional drink. I know for a fact she won't drink it. We've talked about it. Paul Ritzler, hello, what is going on? She does like vitamin C, raspberry flavored. Awesome, Dane. Thanks. She loves her macaroni and cheese. Yeah, she does absolutely. Do you want me to get you like a meal, like chicken and this and that? No, just give me mac and cheese. So her appetite is very small, from what I've seen. Very, she'll eat this much. Rosa Pink, thank you. Christine Cook loves to cook macaroni and cheese. That's awesome. Tammy is in Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country, Rhode Island. Thank you for everything you do for Angela. Thank you very much, Tammy. I appreciate your support all the way from Rhode Island. Have you found Angela's mom? I have not. Sky says mac and cheese is easy to eat and get down, so I get it. Also, you guys need to remember that she has like, have you guys seen her teeth? Basically, she really doesn't have teeth. Her mouth is all jacked up. So it's really hard. I think the reason why she eats so little is because she's just gotten used to not eating a lot because her inability to chew or really break down foods. Uh, so sad. Apocal Doomer, all the way in Philadelphia. What's going on? Carrie Tate, she loved your teeth and couldn't believe they were real. Are those your teeth? Are they real? Are those dentures? She did call me old. You're old. You're too old for braces. I go, you're right, Angela. I went to the orthodontist and I said, hey, you know what? Angela thinks I'm too old to have braces. Take them off immediately. She's like, I didn't say that. She is hilarious, man. Heather Jane Bell, you could ring my bell. Ring my bell. Doo-doo. Get some good barbecue while you're in Chicago. I ate at some pretty good restaurants. Candy Stewart, what is going on? Tanaya Radford, God bless. I'm off to bed. Praying Angela has a good night's sleep surrounded by angels. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tonaya, have a good night. Get some rest. Make sure you brush the tooth, and we'll see you tomorrow. Jessica Barraza. What's going on in Chicago? Nothing. A lot of humidity. Selena Justine, do you end up smelling like Angela? Yes. Yes. Gives me like a little headache. It's funny. Sometimes you guys, I think a lot of people, they can't put themselves in my position, right? Uh, right. You guys, a lot of people don't know that I have to drive 1 hour to go see her, right? Because I live very far from her. When I go to the UPS box, that's an hour the opposite way, right? Okay, so that's 2 hours driving back and forth, right, from my house to go see her. Uh, what else? Can you imagine the things I smell when I'm out there interviewing people? The things I see, right? How uncomfortable it is for me. Ants are biting me, they're crawling on me, flies are all over. The odor of this and that, and I don't know what the hell that odor was. That's every day, that's all the time. But people don't get that. They don't understand that. They don't give me grace and understanding. But again, God bless those folks, right? It's not easy to deal with people that are their mind is on another planet. It's not. It really isn't easy. But I love the progress that I've made, and I love the help that trying to bring forth to her. Right, I'm really really happy with the progress. So I'll keep going in spite of the naysayers. Right. So thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Lulu. So on this channel, we don't talk about like other channels. I focus so much on this channel, what I'm doing here, that I never look at other people's channels, and I'm not gonna have a discussion with you guys about other channels. Hopefully you guys understand. Hopefully that clicks in your head. Suviana Larish, Paula Ramos, you're very patient. I try to be patient with her. She tests my patience. She teeters on the borderline of my patience. She tests me a lot for sure. But she just throws it at me, right? But I don't get offended because I understand that she's not in her right mind, right? I understand that she's not trying to offend me, or uh, so I don't get offended, you know. I'm just trying to help her. I'm trying to meet her where she's at, you know. If she was to hit me, that'd be crossing the line, right? And have to like really have a stern conversation with her, right? But uh, how do you teach a 49-year-old mentally ill, addicted woman manners? Anouk Defesh, thank you checking it. Thank you for checking all the way from the Netherlands. Appreciate you. Heather Jane Bell, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave in 10 minutes because I gotta shower. I have to get ready. I have to pack my stuff, and I have to brush my tooth. I have to work on the videos for tomorrow. Poor me, man. Antibiotics for staph infection. You ban people who ask genuine questions about Angela, like you're only using her profit 30,000 in the last couple months of her likeness. So, um, so like that person, right? Antibiotic, some knucklehead saw this much of a video and is gonna make assertions based off of this much that they've seen without knowing the history, right? So I ban people for the way they're asking me the stupid question. Bodie Hernandez, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Renee Denton, I love how you accept and understand their character defects. Yeah, I think we're all flawed, right? All of us are flawed. You know, I understand why she's flawed, right? Severely mentally ill, the trauma she's experienced in her life. She was selling her body for a long period of time, and 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 addiction. You know, so gotta give her grace and understanding, right? Even the folks, here, I gotta give grace and understanding. I have to try to give grace and understanding. To try. Susan Cordova, do you think she could be violent? No, not at all. Craig Kistner, thank you, appreciate you. KG, props to you. I have a brother that is psychoactive. He goes 1,000 words a minute. He has me going around in circles. When he talks to me, I can be around him for so long. Um, yeah, it's not easy, right? Because they don't know that they're mentally ill. I've asked her, Angela, do you think you're mentally ill? Do you think you need help? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. What do you do? Marilu Madrid, art sorry to say, but what you do, I could not do. I do have a weak stomach and give you so much credit. So proud of you. Yeah, some days it's hot out there. I'm sweating and uncomfortable, and the odors and the things you see. And, like Angela, like if it was up to me, I would, if I could, I would physically get her and go take her to an eye doctor, take her to a dermatologist to fix this. I would take her to a, family practitioner, family doctor to get her on the medication for her mental illness, right? Schizophrenia. If it was up to me, right, I would sign her up for um, assisted living. I would do all that, but she has to be okay with it. It's not what I want. It's what she wants. Luis Alvarez, yeah, it's this channel. I think overall the channel is educational. Um, Overall, I'm very happy with the progress. Uh, but that doesn't mean that everybody gets it right. Not everybody understands the purpose, and then not everybody understands the mission because they didn't take the time to really understand. They're just gonna judge me off of watching. They're making assumptions, aspersions, and just try to denigrate. What I'm doing, my name or the channel, whatever. And God bless them. So I'm not really worried about them. I'm more worried about like Angela or a Migs or a Carla or a Jesus. He's 30 some days sober. He's very happy with that. You know, uh, last night, Jesus was at his home with his mom. His neighbor, he was visiting his neighbor's house, right? My cousin works with the neighbor. And then somehow my name got mentioned, Lost in Phoenix. My cousin's like, hey, that's my cousin. He's like, oh, really? My name's Jesus. I was on there on the channel 3 years ago, right? And so they made a Snapchat together, and my cousin like, hey, bro, look, cousin, look, man, I'm here with Jesus, and he's sober 30 some days, and he gives you some of the credit as to motivating him, helping him, get on track. And I'm very proud of you, cousin. Thank you for helping people, right? So that's more meaningful than like random strangers, right? That don't know the mission, the purpose. You know, I value Angela's opinion more. I value Jesus's opinion more. I value Jesus's mom opinion more, right? Because she'll message me on Facebook, the mom, Jesus's mom, right? Well, again, that's what you guys don't. Behind the scenes, I have moms and dads and children messaging me behind the scenes on social media. Thank you for helping my give food to my mom. Thank you for taking my brother to a treatment center. Thank you for reuniting me with my son that I hadn't seen in 3 years. Thank you. You guys don't see that. You guys don't see that. Don't hear about it because you just don't know. But I'm very proud of this channel and the progress we make as a community, right? Because it's not just me alone. I'm supported heavily by the people that get it, that understand, that get it, and I appreciate you guys for getting it. So you guys make it easier for me, right? In spite of the one or two knuckleheads that need balloons. 4 more minutes. I'm out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go shower. I feel sticky. It's so humid here. You go walking down the street and you're like kind of sweating because it's not because you're hot or it's just like kind of it's just humidity, I guess. Kitty Kaylee, this channel helps me mentally. Have a good night. Thank you, Kitty. Have a good night. Get some rest. Make sure you brush the tooth. Ruby, thank you, Ruby. Appreciate you. Jessica Barraza, have a good night from the Buckeye State. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate you. Heather, Jane, you could ring my bell. Have a good night. Hope you. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate you. Chanel is gonna brush the tooth. That's awesome, Chanel. Great job. Lisa Demoulin. Have a good night. MC, have a good night. MZ, have a good night. Thank you. Linda Bogle, sweet dreams. Awesome. Thank you. Just Me says, you could ring Art's bell, notification bell. Ring it so you can get notified. Sydney Fields, have a good night. All the way from, I think you're in Ohio, right? Jasmine Torres, good night, Jasmine. Yeah, I'm traveling back home on Thursday. I'm packing because I'm going to another city. Cat DP, what's happening? Regina Gwen, brush the tooth. Thank you, Mary Lou Madrid. I appreciate you. Paula, I'm sorry, People Watcher. Hey, Art, wanted to say hi and comment you. You have Angela, you earned her trust. Thank you very much, People Watcher. I appreciate you. You've been supporting me for how long? You been here? Over a year, 2 years almost. People Watcher, thank you. Appreciate you. Dancing Queen, have a good night. Amy Patalano, good evening. Have a great Monday. Thank you too. Helen Childs, I'll be traveling back to Phoenix on Thursday. The Walkers, hopefully you're doing great, better now. 30 seconds. Cindy Fields, Art, my fur baby. Snoopy passed away yesterday. My condolences for the loss of your loved fur baby, Snoopy. May Snoopy rest in dog heaven or cat heaven. But my condolences, Cindy. So, anyways, gang, here is some. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you some of this. Some laser shows. Bzzz, bzzz. What else? Oh, so balloons. These are good balloons. Wait, like this. That was a thumbs up. These are balloons. And then I'm gonna give you some Walter. Have a good night, everybody. Get some rest. Brush your tooth. Bye.